Hello, everyone, and happy Financially Lit Tuesday. So back at it again every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m., bringing you tips, news, tips, and tricks on how to wealth up. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful, amazing, lit Tuesday today. For those of you tuned in, go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know who's tuned in with me. I love to hear from y'all because we're about to get lit today. And then for those of you tuning in from YouTube, go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any Lit Tuesdays, right? Definitely don't want to miss out on that. So today, hey Hannah, how's it going? Congratulations on your anniversary. Woo, woo, woo. Leaving corporate America is definitely a big deal. So definitely excited for you. That's awesome. So y'all, today I'm going to be giving like a snip, a little bit, a dose of what is to be expected this Saturday. So this Saturday is the Wealth Up Workshop. We're going to be doing it virtual, completely virtual this time. Right? So we're gonna, no problem, Hannah. So we're gonna, hey Trey, how's it going? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. So we get lit. So this Saturday's workshop is at 12 o'clock noon, and it's completely virtual. So for those of you that are, wherever you are, it doesn't even matter where you are. You can go ahead and tune into the virtual workshop. And we're going to be talking about a financial foundation, which is like the basics on how to go about building your wealth, right? Because a lot of times we skip over that part. We get a job and then we jump to, okay, what am I going to invest in? But we don't really think about how do we go about setting a solid foundation so that we could make sure that everything that comes after that, we're good. Right? And then we're going to be going over debt management. So for those of you with that have debt out there that's gotten out of control, that's gone a little, definitely want to make sure that we break it down, give you guidelines, tips, a nice budget to leave the workshop with so that you can go ahead and tackle those debts. Another thing we're going to be talking about is those child savings plans. So a couple of weeks ago, I did go over some child savings plans, but that was just a few of them. There are just so many. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to make sure that I include it in this month's workshop. So this month's workshop, I'm going to list them out. I'm going to give y'all the deets exactly everything you need to know on how to set up for your children. And then I know they're going back to school too. So I know some parents are sad and some parents are like, woo, I'm ready. But I know today was a bittersweet day for a lot of parents out there. Another thing that we're going to go over, and we're going to have a credit specialist, Chevy Willis. She's going to be going over credit. So for those of you looking to build your credit, you definitely want to attend this workshop. She's going to be giving out free gems. Well, not free gems because the workshop is a paid workshop. She's going to be giving out awesome gems on how to go about improving your credit score. You can ask her whatever questions you may have, whatever questions that specific questions you may have as far as your credit profile is concerned, so that we can make sure we get that resolved. And then we're going to be going over tax hacks. So we talk about tax hacks a lot of the times with business owners, but there are some things to consider on the personal level as well, right? And then also on my people that have side hustles, things like that. So ways that you can go ahead and make sure that you can decrease those tax liabilities. If we can pay less than taxes, why not? So I'm not going to give it all out today, but I will be giving some of it, and so that y'all can have a good idea of what to expect on Saturday. If you have any questions throughout this live, feel free to drop a question in the chat. This is more of a more relaxed live, a little less structured than our other ones, but I did want to make sure then that I come on and teach y'all a little something in expectation of Saturday's workshop. which you can go on to the Grand Web Financial website or the link that's in the comment section of the live, or that just popped up on the screen. You can go ahead and go to that link to register for this weekend's workshop, Grand Web website, Eventbrite, all that good stuff, Facebook, event page, all that, whatever floats your boat, to go ahead and register for that workshop. So to start us off, so what do I mean when I talk about your foundation, right? Your financial foundation. What does that even mean, right? Like, I guess, so something that I love to, that I created based on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which I don't know who out there is familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I want to know. So I was looking at that hierarchy and I was like, oh my gosh, what would be super cool if there was a financial, like a wealth hierarchy, right? And so we can go step by step. And then as we knock out things on this hierarchy, we essentially reach self-actualization. And that's our ultimate healthy and wealthy selves, right? So I was like, oh yeah, we're going to do this. So on the bottom of our wealth hierarchy, we have our psychological needs, which is our affirmations, our proclaiming health and wealth in our lives. Because when it comes to building that solid foundation, we got to make sure we have the right mindset. Mindset literally is everything. Like if there's anything that you need to accomplish or need to get done in life, that you had to have the right mindset going into it, right? Because if you didn't, you wasn't gonna accomplish it. Like just think about anything, going for that first job, or you thinking, oh shoot, I gotta make sure I get a job. I'm trying to eat, right? Or maybe you went off to college. You had to get into that right mindset. I'm saying, hey, I want to go on vacation, so I need to make sure that I put away $1,000 or $2,000 so I could go on vacation. So those things take you having the right mindset, and that's no different when it comes to building your financial success for yourself. Financial success looks different for everyone, right? But that psychological need is absolutely important. So a lot of times in my workshops and every workshop that you will attend of mine, we start with affirmations. So we do have our affirmation cards, which we give our attendees of the workshop. Because this one's virtual, we send them out to you. But we go ahead, we have the affirmations. So you can go ahead and repeat those affirmations daily or whenever you have that card. I have my affirmations in my bathroom myself, but I also make sure that I bring them at the forefront of my workshops. So one of the affirmations is I'm healthy, wealthy, and blessed, right? So repeating that, feeling it, making sure that when we say it, that you can't say I'm healthy, wealthy, and blessed and be angry, right? You say it and you're like, ooh, like say it with me. I don't know where y'all are where you are right now, but go ahead and just say it out loud. Listen to yourself say, I am healthy, wealthy, and blessed. And just, Hey, Weston, how's it going? Hey. Oh, Hannah said, what time on Saturday? So at 12 o'clock noon is the workshop on Saturday. And it's just 2 hours long. I'm not taking up your whole Saturday. Just dropping those gems off, having that. And there is also a recording available. So for those of you that maybe could be there for a portion of the workshop, there's a recording that you can go ahead and finish up the workshop and then schedule a consultation if you have any questions, follow-up questions. Right. I'm healthy, wealthy, and blessed. Right. You see, you feel that? The second step is safety, because we need to make sure that, if stuff start to happen at the end of the day, I have a safety net. We need to make sure as we're building our wealth that at the end of the day, like if stuff start happening, like we have a safety net. So it is absolutely important. Once we affirm, we have our spirit flowing, our soul fed, that we have our safety net, which comes with making sure that we have the right life and health protections for our family and ourselves, right? After that, we have our community, because what is life without community? We're not meant to be alone, right? So we're social beings. So we need people around us. So having the right community around us is absolutely crucial. Having the right members, the right coaches, the right mentors, the right legal team, whatever the case may be. Getting your family pumped up for your goals, whatever it is, but making sure that we have the right community and surrounding and accountability team around us. So at Grand Rev, we do offer accountability program, a monthly accountability program, which is our Wealth Up membership. That also helps with that. But we also have, our coaching calls that we do with our clients every single month, our bookkeeping clients. So it's absolutely crucial that we have the right people. I have coaches. I have mentors myself. And I sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, it's intense, life, business. And I go to my coach, I get my questions answered. I bounce ideas off of them, and I get fed, right? We exalt so much energy, so much thinking power, so much every day. So having a team that's gonna fill our cup back up is absolutely important. The other thing is esteem needs. So this is our planning and implementation phase. So whatever our goals are, we're planning them out, trying to figure it out. Now that we have our team, we have our safety net, we're ready to go ham, right? We're ready to get to $10,000 by the end of the year so that we can invest in our first investment property. We're ready to purchase a brand new car, whatever the case may be, whatever those goals are. This is our planning and implementation phase. And then we have our self-actualization, which is our ultimate healthy and wealthy lifestyle and self. Another thing that we're going to be talking about on Saturday is debt management. So I see a lot of people and they're like, yeah, I'm debt free. Woo, it's great, but also it's not a bad thing to utilize debt for leverage, right? Because when you're going for a home loan or going for a car loan or going for a business loan, these things can help get you to the next level. So that's why I say debt management. And it's important that we were actively managing our debt so that it doesn't consume us or even make us pay out more money than we're making on that debt. So we need to make sure that if we're acquiring a debt, that it's an it's a revenue generating liability. Like it's still, it's still benefiting us. So if we are, and I think with like cars, Turo is a great platform. And there's another one that people put their cars on and things like that, for their vehicles, because they're like, oh, my car is just sitting here. I don't use it because I don't go anywhere, whatever the case may be, or renting out a home. There's just so many different ways on turning debts into assets, like traditional debts into assets. We're going to be going over that, the snowball method, the avalanche method, a couple of different methods as far as when it comes to debt management. Hannah said, shifting mindset to leverage. Absolutely. Exactly. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be debt-free. Oh my gosh, because that's everywhere. It's said everywhere. Oh, you have to, I didn't even realize I had these glasses on the whole time. You have to be debt-free. You have to have zero debt, right? But getting in the mindset of saying, hey, I have $5,000 in debt, but I'm gaining with that debt an extra $2,000, or some kind of return on investment. We're going to be talking about interest. So compound and simple interest, actually identifying what the difference is between them and learning more about interest rate. Because once you learn more about interest, you're able to say, hey, this is not going to be beneficial to me. This is because I'm paying the credit card company 10%, but whatever I'm swiping on that card is not gaining me 10% or more in revenue. I'm just using the credit card for example, but whatever it is, whatever liability that you're taking. So or even investing. So if you're saying, hey, I'm gonna go invest in this and they're offering a 5% return, should I go with that one, or is there another one that's going to be offering me a higher percent rate of interest, rate of return? So we're going to be talking about that as well. Breaking the rule of 72 down to you, making sure that we have a good understanding of interest rates as well. The other is child savings. I'm not going to go into the child savings again this week because if you look at our live on our Sipping Wealth YouTube channel, from 2 weeks ago, there was a whole 30-minute plus live on child savings plans. But we're going to go into more depth because we did leave out about a good 5 more ways that you can save and plan for your child's future. So I'm definitely going to make sure that we go over it during the workshop as well. When it comes to credit, so for my people that are like, oh, shoot, I need to get my credit together and I don't really have it like that to hire somebody right now. What are some things that I could do to help build my credit? Or what are some things that I can do to maintain my credit? Or, credit is a big issue for a lot of people. So, and credit is something that we can utilize for leverage in building wealth. So, and in that case, we're going to make sure that we go over that on Saturday as well. So I have Chevay Willis. I'm going over that with you all. She's a credit specialist that's going to spread the absolute gems on and step by step what credit what things on the credit profile to look for, because a lot of people are like, okay, we don't actually understand what's affecting our score the most. Right. So if we target that thing that's affecting our score the most, we can go ahead and build our credit up a lot quicker. Or we can figure out what best ways to dispute these things on our credit or get them removed or whatever the case may be. And she's going to go over that on Saturday as well, which is definitely going to be a huge topic and absolutely amazing. For my tax hacks, and my people, I know we get a little wonky when it comes to taxes because we don't quite understand it, right? But I just wanted to tell you that it's okay. It's absolutely okay when it comes to taxes. And like I said, I'm going to break it down in an easy to and digestible manner. I'm an individual that believe that, hey, you should have a little bit of understanding of everything that's going on in your financial world. So if you're one of those that are like, I just hand it off to a tax person and they figure it out. Or if you're one of those that say, hey, I just go on TurboTax, put in my W-2 and I go about my way. This would be great to actually understand a little, have more of an understanding on how taxes work, right? And then how we can do little things to decrease our tax liability, because who doesn't want to save money on their taxes, y'all? I don't know about y'all, but I know me and my team and everyone and all my clients, we want to save money on our taxes, right? So definitely making sure that we go over some hacks and things to look into when dealing with your taxes, when going throughout the year. For my people that have hobbies and self-employment, a lot of people picked up different hobbies and income generating things during this time, especially because they're working from home. So if you're like, yo, this is the first year that I'm gonna have to write off business stuff on my taxes or put, this and that on my taxes, I'm not sure how to go about it. Definitely want to come out so that we can address those questions and then give you some more insight as well. I highly recommend some things that I want to mention some takeaways as I close out this live. Before I do want to say thank you all for tuning in, and go ahead and make sure that you are sharing the live with your friends, families, loved ones, all that good stuff, so that they too can share in the wealth of knowledge that is being spread on these weekly lives. So key takeaways to make sure that we're keeping in our minds, right? So when it comes to debt management and also our building our credit profile, we want to make sure that we're paying more than the minimum payment. They're always going to give you like, hey, you only have to pay $14 this month, right? And you're like, oh yeah, I got that. But you want to make sure that you're paying more than the minimum. Why? Because you're attacking the principal a lot quicker, which is going to decrease the amount of money that you're paying out in interest. And it looks better on the credit, on the lender side, to see that, oh shoot, this person's more credit worthy individual. So they're more likely to say, all right, we trust you. And the other is when it comes to debt management, we want to look into the debt, snowball and avalanche methods, which is two pretty cool methods that people utilize to help tackle their debts so that, hey, you knock it out and you can move on with your life. And it kind of gives you, like a reward satisfaction of saying, okay, one debt down, now the next one to go, depending on which which method you use. Other takeaway is to pick a side hustle. So pick something that you could do on the side that doesn't require too much of your time. If you like, I know so many people that sell body butters, right? Or for my guys, if you want to like teach people or personal train, I know so many personal trainers, right? Like everybody personal trains. I don't know, whatever it is that you love to do, go ahead and find a way that you can make some extra money doing it, because it's already something you love to do. Why not bring in another stream of income while doing it? Publish a book. I'm working on my first chapter, so I'm doing a compilation book with a lot different authors, and it's coming out in this October. So definitely excited for that. So look out for 10 Toes Down. I'll be in the second volume of 10 Toes Down with my chapter, which, y'all, I cried when I wrote my chapter. It was a lot. And I put it out on paper, and I'm definitely excited to share that with y'all. It was definitely heartfelt. It took me a while to actually sit down and write that chapter. And I'm still making tweaks and edits to it and everything, and working with the team, the writing team, to get that ironed out for the publishing. But definitely excited for that book to release. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, pick a side hustle. The last thing I'm gonna leave you with is that sell off things that you don't need. Yo, when's the last time you did a spring cleaning? You have so much stuff that you buy and possess over the years. Let it go. Sell it off, put it on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, whatever it is, let it go. If you don't, and then for the things that you can't sell off, go ahead, drop it off at Salvation Army, Goodwill, Closet Mentor, Plato's Closet, whatever the case may be. But get rid of your stuff that you don't need, y'all. It's just taking up space. It's cluttering your mind. It's cluttering your space. Let it go. All right, y'all. I want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Financially Lit Tuesday. Again, make sure that you purchase your ticket for the workshop this Saturday. We're going to go over quite a bit during the workshop, but making sure that you have viable information to help push you to the next level and help you wealth up. For those of you that have any questions, any concerns whatsoever, feel free to reach out to GrandMed Financial. You can text the number on the screen. You can text both up or whatever you want to text. And then we can go ahead and help you out there. But make sure that you tune in next week for another episode of Financially Lit Tuesday. I will be having on live with me Rachel Broadwell. So she's a lender. For my people that are in the real estate, that need real estate properties or looking for a lender, that want to purchase a home in the future or that's in the market to purchase a home now, I will be having Rachel Broadwell with Envoy Mortgage. She's going to be bringing awesome information regarding how to get approved for these loans. For my people that want to do real estate investing too, definitely want to be on whatever you are, wherever space you're in the real estate space. You definitely want to attend the workshop, even if you're not. I highly recommend it because wealthy people, more than 95% of wealthy individuals own real estate. So if you want to wealth up for real estate is definitely something that you want to entertain. But yeah, thank you y'all for tuning in and have a wonderful, amazing, financially lit Tuesday.